Hey, welcome back to the podcast, Evil Dungeon Master Universe Podcast. I am your host, Evil Dungeon Master Vince, and it is Monday. Yay. Time for another podcast. I just want to say good morning to everybody. Hopefully everybody's doing well out there, and if you're not, I hope everything gets better for you, and maybe today talking a little bit about Advanced Dungeons and Dragons will help maybe brighten the day for you, or at least give you some distraction for thinking, thought, for gaming. You know, it always helps with me, so why not for you? Ask the DM at theevildm.com is my email address, and theevildm.com is my website where you can sign up for the newsletter, which I've been getting quite a few people signing up lately, which thank you very much. Keeps pumping up those numbers, and every time I post something, it usually goes there, and you can go right to your inbox, and boom, you can just listen to it right there if you want. Thank you to those that signed up for my patreon.com/theevildm, where you can get a monthly reward, which I got to start working on since it's now June. And so I've got to do the monthly drops for everybody and all the little projects I promised. Sign up there, or you can go to my youtube.com and it's youtube.com/theevildm and join for 99 cents a month. Now that's all out of the way. I please the overlords. So today we're going to look at something. I was looking around at some old Dragon magazines, and I like some of the old Dragon magazines because it has some interesting things in there. And I saw an Electrum Dragon by Ed Greenwood, which we all know who he is. And if you don't, then, well, it's okay, cool. In Forgotten Realms, the man, the master. Electrum Dragon on Dragon Magazine 74 on page 17. Now, this isn't your usual fire-breathing monster. This is a philosophical, spellcasting, gas-spewing creature that prefers to think over fighting. So let's look at some ways that we can use this guy in your campaign, so we don't just turn him into another one of those, things that sit on top of treasure with wings and just go roar. That sounds funny now. So the dragon likes to live far from civilization. In fact, it avoids cities completely. It prefers bare stone, mountain peaks, and a quiet place that nobody visits. It's neutral good, so it's not going to be going around trying to kill people or kill individuals unless they really bother them. And the fact that it likes to live alone makes it different from most dragons in the game because it doesn't hoard gold for power. It hoards beauty, ideas, and sometimes magic. And it talks a lot. It likes to talk. It's like, what do they call it? Chatty Cathy or something they used to call back in the day, or Chatterbox or whatever. It has a strange breath weapon, a gas that causes enfeeblement, confusion, or sometimes both. This is not your typical burn down your village dragon attack. It weakens you, makes you vulnerable, and then watches what you do next. Which I found quite interesting. This breath is more like a test than a threat. So it spews it on you, and then it sits there and wonders, what are you going to do next now that this threat has happened to you? Interesting, right? I like the fact that he's a thinking dragon. Dragons also cast spells like a magic user. They learn spells from scrolls or books. They just don't know them. They have to train, they have to experiment, they have to fail, which means you can build a subplot around one looking for a missing scroll or wanting to teach a rare spell to the right student or get taught the right spell from someone that he'd never had. So ways that you can use this dragon, and we'll get into his stats in just a moment, because I like to get to the good stuff first. I don't want to get to the stuff you can just read on your own, but some people like that's read. But so first of all, let's forget combat. This dragon isn't the one you're going to fight. It's a dragon you meet. Maybe the players climb into a high alpine ruin and find one meditating. Yes, meditating. Maybe it interrupts a fight and he wants to talk. Maybe it's been asleep for 100 years and it just woke up confused about the world. You can use him as a quest giver, a reluctant oracle, a guardian of ancient magic, and a being that challenges your player's morality and not just tactically. It might trade a spell in exchange for a story or give a gift to someone who speaks honestly. Imagine going in, talking to this dragon, and just being yourself and honest for once, and not fearing the dragon. Well, I mean, you're going to fear the dragon because the dragon is a big, powerful being, but you go in there and be yourself and talk to the dragon, and the dragon's like, "Here you go, dude. Here's some magic." It's like, "Whoa, okay, cool." Here's a kind of an idea for you. The Electrum Dragon lays eggs once every 100 years. The article says an abandoned egg has a 75% chance to hatch on its own. So now you have a fragile, incredibly rare egg sitting in wherever this is found. What do the players do? Steal it, guard it, hatch it? What if the dragon thinks they're the ones who stole the egg? If they do take the egg and this dragon's looking for it, what are we going to do? This dragon's going to be coming after them. Now, this isn't a dragon that fits every campaign, but when it shows up, it does change the tone of how the campaign is and how dragons are treated. It forces players to think, to listen, to decide whether they want to fight or understand what the dragon is all about. It's kind of a powerful dragon in a sense. Use it only once, maybe, make it count, they'll remember it. You could put him in as a constant contact, but then you'd never know. It's an ancient dragon. If it is that old, it's going to get annoyed if these players keep coming to talk to him when he's trying to sleep. But then again, he's a chatty Cathy, so he may be just like, yeah. But there comes a point that he may just, see the party and be like, oh, these guys again. But if he's up at that high top mountain and nobody ever comes up there and he's up there chilling, and your players' characters go up there once, twice a week, maybe he's going to be like, hey, here's my friends, or depending if you're a dick to him or not. So getting back to what he actually has, the frequency is rare, number of appearing 1, armor class is 2, hit dice is 7, 9. It's a 60% chance he's in his lair, though his lair may not always be his lair. He may go around from place to place meditating. Treasure types we'll see below. Number of attacks 3, damage 1 to 4, 1 to 4, 3 to 24. Breath weapon plus possible magic use. Special defenses, see below. Magic use is standard. Intelligence is exceptional. Neutral good. Size is about 36 feet long. No psionic abilities. Chance of speaking 100%. Chance of magic use 100%. Chance of sleeping is 40%, which is interesting. The Electrum Dragon, also named Drago Magnus Electrum, is a rare solitary creature who dwells far from civilization, usually in the mountainous area, and always lairs in a cavern or stone building. It's usually peaceful and philosophical in nature, but can be a formidable fighter if aroused. An Electro Dragon fights with its breath weapon by casting spell, in addition to possibly employing its physical claws and bite attacks, and may direct those 4 attacks against multiple targets in any combat round. Its breath weapon is a unique, unstable gas emitted in a cone 4 inches by 3 by 3 high, which reacts with the air and loses its effectiveness after 1 round. The gas causes enfeeblement, like we discussed. It lasts for 1 turn, confusion for 9 rounds, or both, depending. All creatures in the area must make a saving throw twice versus breath weapon to avoid both effects. Electro Dragon begins life able to detect magic and read magic, gains the ability to identify items on touch without any ill or cursed effects. So here you go. You got an item you want to know what it is. The dragon can touch it and possibly tell you, but he's probably going to want to chat for a while and ask you to do a few things for him. So, Quest Giver, there you go. Upon growing into young state and upon becoming an adult, gains the power to dispel magic once per day. A very old Electrum Dragon can dispel magic twice per day. These are natural abilities. The former 2 usable at will without limitation, rather than spells. In addition to these abilities, the Electrum Dragon gains the ability to cast spells as follows. A very young one can cast 1 first level magic user spell each 24 hours. Young ones can cast 2 first level spells a day. Sub adults, blah blah blah. That'd be 1 first level, second level spells. Young adults, 3 first, 2 second. Adults, 4 first, 2 second. 1 third, and old is 4, 2, and 2. Very old is 4, 3, 3, and 1. I'm sorry, 4, 3, 2, and 1, fourth level spell. Ancient be 4, 3, 3, and 2. These spells are never automatically known. They must be acquired from the scrolls or spell books throughout the training with a magic user. So an Electrum Dragon must experiment with written spells for some time in order to successfully modify it for entirely verbal casting. Refer to the monster manual for aging and other details of dragon nature when it comes to that. Electrum dragons enjoy trading, bargaining, and philosophical debate. They hoard things of beauty, such as finely crafted items, rather than wealth per se. A typical Electrum dragon might hoard statues, harp or two, tapestries, gems, jewelry, a few coins of metal. Electrum dragons mate approximately 1 every 100 years. The female produces 1 to 4 rubbery, foot-long eggs after a year after mating. These eggs are laid and left unattended. Each egg, if remains unmolested, I hate that they use that term, and 75% likely to be fertile and will hatch in a matter of days. So it's depending what your players want to do when they find those eggs. So the 2 dragons will do it, and then the female will part, and then sometime later, after being impregnated, I would assume, we'll drop one of these 1 to 4 eggs in a certain area where she thinks is safe, then hightails it out of there. Guess they think the egg is survival of the fittest here, but I'm not sure why they do that. I thought this would be a kind of an interesting dragon to your campaign because it's different from all other dragons, and it's an Electrum Dragon, so it's not a typical dragon you'll see. Throw this dragon in your campaign, and you'll have a different type of opinion of dragons after seeing this one. Maybe the players might think he's cool, give him a really good name, and he could be a reoccurring NPC dragon that your players go to for advice. Maybe if the party gets to know him quite well, he could be somewhat of a mentor to the party, and they can go to him, and he would, since he's an ancient dragon, he will know things that they don't know, and he could possibly give them some, I don't know, some type of advice in a philosophical way. Think of like when you see those movies and they always find the ancient master, ancient master in Chinatown or wherever. He's like 100 something years old and he knows everything, but maybe he doesn't know everything. Or think of him how like Luke went to Dagobah and he went to Yoda and Yoda taught him how he was kind of a little bit crazy and old, but he knew what he was talking about. Things like that. This is how this dragon could be used in your campaign, and it could be a great way to be a quest giver, a source of information dumped to the players if they're not getting anything. Again, they'll have to go to this dragon, but if they go to this dragon and they find the information they need, it could be something you can use. I think if they overuse it, the dragon might get pissed because he is 40% of the time sleeping. So waking him up, I don't know. I mean, it depends on how you want to make his attitude. Is he going to be pissed that you woke him up or not? Maybe he didn't have his morning coffee yet, so he might be a little bit annoyed. I know some people out there that they don't have their coffee and they get woken up. They're a little bit pissy. So I don't know. Tell me what you think in the comments about this dragon. Have you used this type of dragon in your campaigns? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Comment below, either on Spotify, because you can comment on Spotify each episode. I don't think anywhere else. Maybe Pocket Cast you can. But you can on YouTube when this hits the YouTube waves. You can comment away and tell me what you think. Again, that is Dragon Magazine number 74 from June 1983 on page 17. Take a look at it and tell me what you think. Keep it original, keep it old school. Good night, and God bless everybody. Keep those AD&D fires lit.